Yeah.
I remember I went over to your house one time, and you like showed me this whiskey bottle, and you had me try it, and it tasted like ass. Like, and I've never seen that bottle again.
Oh,
it was like a bottle with like a wagon on it.
Yeah, the wagon.
And I have never seen that bottle again.
There's one of my friends. He's like, "You guys want to come over? We can drink some Kentucky Gentleman." And I'm like, "What the hell is that?" It's like the bottom of the barrel of whiskeys.
I remember I had bought the same day that I bought that wagon whiskey. I bought that little vodka bottle with like the hammer and the sickle on it. And you think it looks so cool. Both of those bottles were like the worst 2 bottles I've ever tried ever since I've been 21 plus. So yeah.
Welcome back to Spirits Collective.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Aiden.
And this is the show where we all learn to drink together.
And today we have our buddy Oscar with us.
Happy to be here.
And we're trying Old Forester 100 proof. So this is a 100 proof bottle or 50% ABV. This bottle is distilled and bottled by Old Forester Distilling Company at Louisville, Kentucky. The mash bill for Old Forester is actually 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. This bottle is usually aged 4 years. And that is Old Forester 100 proof.
Now, I'm no expert in the law, but it says right here on the bottle that they continuously sold before, during, and after Prohibition. I don't know what the statute of limitations are, but that sounds like they were breaking the law.
So, Oscar, how much experience do you have actually sipping whiskey?
Oh man, I think I've probably met a few people in my life who, try to be sophisticated, and so they're like, I only drink it straight, or I only drink it on the rocks. But personally, I've probably tried straight whiskey maybe like twice in my life. One of the times was in Chicago. A lawyer was like, "You, my friend, you need to try Woodford's Reserve." I tried it, and I'll be honest, it was pretty good. Yeah. The other time, I have no idea. I've been wanting to tell you guys, actually, you need to try it.
Dude, I tried it recently. Woodford's Reserve, double oak or something.
I've tried
delicious.
I've tried the double oaked as well, and I was not a fan. But this was way before I started.
And you had it here, and it was like really old too, right?
Yeah, I had it. Well, when I tried it, it was new, but it's been here forever.
Oh shit!
And now it's serving a different purpose, which you guys will see in the future.
What I can say for sure is, even though I might not have tried a lot of different whiskeys or even alcohol in general, I don't really drink alcohol straight like that. I can tell you that I do appreciate an art form. I love coffee, you know what I mean? I love like different, there's obviously a craft to it. So I'm like really excited to actually sit down and try to like appreciate the art that goes into creating a bottle of spirits. So pretty cool.
That's exciting, and I think we chose a good one for you. Alan knows specifically for me that I love the stuff from Kentucky. A lot of great stuff comes from there.
What would you guys say is the median price for a decent bottle of whiskey?
I'd say like $25 to $30.
Yeah, I'd say you can get a good bottle of whiskey for $30.
This one was $28, so.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Eagle Rare
was $30.
If you're lucky enough to be somewhere like Texas, you go to Specs, you find that, it's gonna be $30. Other liquor stores, other states, they'll mark that up to like
$150, man. I saw one for $150 just recently.
I think we should get into the bottle design, which is how we like to start things off.
Okay, looking at the font, right? The typography right here. Looks like they're going for an old kind of Western saloon type of vibe. But it's a beautiful label. It has like a matte finish. Yeah, it's really nice. Kind of like tries to be reminiscent of like an older time, obviously.
Yeah, it looks like something you could find like in a saloon, like you said. Yeah, really cool. I like how all the bottles are pretty consistent. They all have like a similar label, kind of like Fortaleza, where they just kind of switch around the colors, and then this little tiny part down here is what tells you what the difference is. I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't have a cork, but it does have like a nicely decorated screw top, which I can appreciate.
Alex, give us your opinion on this thing.
This is 100% trash.
This guy.
No, just kidding. Old Forester, it's a name that I've heard recently since I've been in the in the world of whiskey.
There's some comments that recommended it.
Yeah,
so.
and I've been excited to try Old Forester. Clean, simple, obviously trying to be old school, trying to be Western, and I like that. I appreciate that. It's kind of like rum. When you think of rum, you think of pirates and all that, the Caribbeans. When you think of whiskey, you think of the West.
Yeah.
So I think they nailed it.
That's very true. Yeah.
You finally made that connection for us. For some reason, it's taken us this long, but it makes so much sense.
But now for the fun part, and I think we should let Oscar do the honors. Get a little closer, my friend. A little closer.
So,
We're back.
we're back, and we got the whiskey poured. So before we start, I just wanted to say some stuff. So when you're picking up notes, it's more like a reference point that you're picking up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like kind of like it brings back a memory or brings back some kind of smell or flavor that you may have gotten in the past that you're picking up in the.
Like if you get like pecan pie, it might not be because it's
Like there's obviously no pecan pie in there.
but you're getting those pecans that remind you of a pecan pie that you ate
Gotcha.
when you
It's
were
kind of
younger.
like
I'll be honest. Whenever I would watch you guys' videos and the way that you guys describe the smells, I would think there's no way.
it's like
There's
a
no way. They smell like bananas and like jackfruit.
So you're saying you were watching you watched the show. How does it feel to about to sip a whiskey from one of these little glasses? That I'm sure you've seen a lot.
Yeah, it's
with
crazy.
whiskey channels
It's
and all
beautiful.
that.
I mean, it feels like you could put like anything in here and it would be so attractive. But I like the way that you can like analyze the legs of the liquid.
Yeah.
So you know the reason why we use these, right?
Uh,
It's that the aromas are concentrated.
gotcha.
Yeah. So it's wide enough to break some of that alcohol smell, and then it narrows out at the top to concentrate those.
It's kind
those
of
aromas
perfect to
more.
just like stick your nose in there.
And honestly, this is not bullshit. It works.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of stir it a little bit, or I don't know, swish it around.
Just look at
whatever.
the visuals. Tell us what you think. The color, the pearls, legs, tears, whatever you call them.
Well, so the first thing that I do is I kind of look at it and immediately you just compare it to wine, because for somebody who's probably not very deep in the spirits world, maybe the next closest thing would be like trying wine and maybe like a server will pour it into your little wine glass and you think
Yeah.
you're sophisticated by
Exactly.
doing this.
That's exactly right.
But yeah, actually, I think like it seems a little more watery than maybe like wine would be. I don't know if you guys agree or what.
Yeah,
you
no,
think.
I think
completely
maybe
agree.
to wine, yes.
Wine seems thicker.
But this.
But for whiskey, this looks kind of thick, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
the tears are pretty slow forming and they drop slow as well.
And dude, I gotta say, this is a beautiful color. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, what was the age on this again?
it's 4 years, but it looks. I
4
would have
years.
thought it was older just by looking at it, but it is 50%, so it may be a little bit less watered down.
Yeah.
I didn't want to jump straight into saying it was a beautiful color, but I really did think it was like really nice. So that's cool that you guys think so too.
Old Forester, Kentucky straight bourbon.
So-
Do a lot of good things. We've heard, but should we go to the nose?
Let's do it.
All right, everyone, this is, I think the visuals are part of the nose, but this is the nose. Old Forester, 100 proof. A lot of caramel for me.
It's crazy. You guys were not kidding. Like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, if you're doing this on your own, it might be like, I mean, it smells like whiskey, right? But like, as soon as you
Yeah.
hear someone say caramel, you're like, wait, what? I think I
my
do smell caramel. You know what I mean?
I'm getting cream soda, vanilla, and caramel.
Yeah, definitely vanilla and caramel.
Completely agree. Yeah, like the cream soda, especially, it has that like
I'm getting that.
creaminess.
Yeah, I'm getting that cream now. Cream. Is that? Oh, whoa.
Like just a very slight hint of bananas too. Slight.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
But I think the cream soda is like the dominant flavor here.
I would say it's like a mix of like cream and caramel.
Overall,
the caramel especially.
really good.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Oscar,
really good.
by not knowing anything from the bottle, would you be able to tell that this is 100 proof or 50% alcohol?
No, I mean I can't even believe that half of this bottle is just pure alcohol. That's insane, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If I sip this wrong,
Spirits color.
with our
Old
second
Forester.
guest of the channel.
100% proof. 100%. All right. I'm trying to just remember the comment that some guy left who's like, you know, it's gonna be a shock to your taste buds, but you gotta just like
Yeah, we're gonna have to do
you gotta
a second
just
sip.
wait it out.
That one was weird for me. Definitely
was
gonna
very
have to go
like,
in again.
The after was pretty rough.
A little bit, yeah.
On my tongue, I'm getting like, it's not sour, but like my tongue feels like when you taste something sour, it's like that. That's what it feels
It was
Almost,
kinda
almost
like-
like an acidity, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say like when you take like a sip of like a freshly opened like Coke, like the kind of like the bubbly feeling.
Yeah, on the tongue, right?
Yeah.
To me, it's
Okay,
like whenever
cool.
you're at a restaurant and you go up to the soda machine and you think it's gonna be like a root beer or something, and just like pure soda water comes out. And
There
it's
you
like,
go.
Oh, they need to swap out the syrup or whatever. It's like it tastes like that very tingly kind of like aftertaste.
Yeah, so, okay, cool. We're on the same page.
I took
was
a pretty
like,
big
that's
sip.
weird.
I took a pretty good sip.
I took a decent sized sip too.
All right, so we're gonna take another sip, and then I guess we'll talk about like the finish and everything. I have a finish now, but I'd rather just take another sip first. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's weird, man.
I gotta be honest, I got more of the same.
Yeah, me
If
too.
anything, it was amplified.
I think the mouthfeel or the mouth taste was very sweet. It wasn't until you actually swallow it that you kind of start to get that like weird burning feeling on your tongue.
Yeah, I'm getting that exact same thing amplified.
And now I'm getting like a vanilla finish.
Okay.
Nah, for me, it's very. The aftertaste is just very like acidic, almost.
Yeah, I agree. Very acidic.
It's almost to the point where I'm feeling like my tongue might go numb. But it's not,
And it's
obviously.
in the back too. Like I feel it mainly in my back, but it's like the whole tongue.
Yeah, mine is kind of numb. Like I don't know.
So I'm gonna give it another chance to redeem itself for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Giving it a good try. What are you getting?
Oh man, it's still, my tongue is still doing that
It's
thing.
just like when you swallow it, though.
Yeah, when you swallow it, and
But
you
when
kind of
it's-
don't even feel it, and then it just starts to come up.
Yeah, when it's in my mouth, it's fine. Like it tastes good. It's sweet, nice and sweet. But it's once I swallow it that it gets kind of that taste or that feeling comes out.
I think Eagle Rare does that to you pretty. Not the taste, but like the nose for me is better than the actual taste.
Yeah, it's very
'Cause
fizzy.
I feel like I get that cream soda in the finish.
That's the word. Just to let you know, we've never had anything like this. We've never had a fizzy whiskey. I don't
That's
know what's
pretty
going on
weird.
here.
Yeah. I'm hoping when we go to our next segment on the rocks, maybe it'll change some things. I find more luck with higher proof whiskeys. Wild Turkey 101, I love it on the rocks.
Alex,
Maybe it's
scoot
the
in a little bit.
maybe it's the proof that is.
Well,
kind of
no,
like-
because we've had like Wild Turkey 101 and even fucking, what's that one called? Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. Even that one
one's
wasn't
high. That one's
fizzy.
like 65%.
It's like
right?
70, isn't it?
It's like 65% alcohol, yeah.
Wow.
That one's really good. We are back with On the Rocks.
And on the rocks, we like to go right into it because it's being diluted.
And that's the idea behind On the Rocks. You want to dilute, but you don't want to dilute too much.
The reason they use big ice cubes like this is for that reason exactly.
To melt slower, yeah.
So on the nose, it smells like hops.
Smells,
Do you get that? Like kind of like beer hops.
I'm just getting the bitterness, a little bit of like bourbon,
It smells kind of hoppy to me. I don't know.
and then it's gone.
Man, I don't know. I don't. I'm not
definitely
getting what you
kills,
guys are getting.
definitely kills it a lot because it's cold.
Oh, it's going away now.
Yeah, the all of like the sweetness and the nice characteristics of it that were just very like dessert.
Yeah.
are just kind of gone.
Get
Yeah,
ready for
I
the
agree.
taste, bro.
All right, everyone, we're here with our buddy Oscar, drinking Old Forester 100 proof On the Rocks. Cheers.
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 I thought it was easier to
I
drink.
thought it was easier, sweeter,
but
better.
Way more bitter. What are you talking about?
Gets rid of that nasty fizziness on my tongue. Oh, actually,
It replaces it with bitterness.
it's there a little bit, but replaces it almost entirely. Definitely a lot bitter, but I have to say, in the beginning, way better than when I drank it neat.
To me, you guys might think I'm crazy for saying this. It's almost like somebody like pinched a little bit of salt in there.
What?
I don't know.
Alex, clean your ice cubes.
That's what I'm getting, honestly. It's like that fizziness kind of like goes away, but it's like the remnants of it are still there.
I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the show enough, but I fucking hate things.
He hates
Oh, no, I could tell, yeah.
anything that's slightly bitter. He's like, it's fucking bitter.
I prefer this neat. Like I thought neat was doable. I thought it was pretty good except for the fizziness. That was the only thing that killed it for me. Unfortunately, it was pretty overpowering. I still prefer neat.
I like that. Brings out that bitterness, but overall, I think it's better.
If I was sitting at a little bar or a lounge or something, and I was like, "Hey bartender, give me blank on the, give me Old Forester," I would probably tell him to put on the rocks. It just kind of like nulls a lot of the ugliness, but you don't really get anything out of it. It just makes it less bad. That's what I'm getting. Kind of like maybe not a sophisticated answer, but it's...
So, Oscar, being somebody who's never really sipped on whiskey before, and Alex, being somebody who's never sipped on Old Forester 100 proof before, what do you guys think of this bottle? You can start, Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's really not much negative to say about it, but there's not much that I would go out of my way to say good about it. If I was sitting somewhere, and someone was like, "Oh, I don't really sip, liquor," I don't know if I would go to this one first, especially for like a beginner. Maybe those are just notes that you kind of pick up on better if you were a little bit more tenured in like the spirits world, but it just kind of sits like right in the middle. It's just kind of like nothing. As far as taste goes, if it was a smell thing, I would talk about it highly like crazy, but that's kind of where I'm at. I don't find it to be something that will more than likely stick in my head. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'll say the nose was amazing. Probably one of the best in our collection. Beautiful color, beautiful nose. I have to say neat was disappointing. It doesn't taste the way it smells, unfortunately. On the rocks makes it a little better, but there's not enough flavor there to justify buying this. There are some that you could put on the rocks and there's still enough flavor to where you could drink it either or. This one, not enough on the rocks. Neat is a little too funky for me, but the nose was great. Could I recommend it to beginners? I would say no.
I do think this one was kind of a letdown for me. I was expecting a lot because it's been recommended so many times, even by family. I think some families recommended this one to us. Yeah, so maybe it didn't recommend this one specifically, so maybe I should have picked up the 86 proof one. But I mean, 100 proof bottle is the same as the 86 proof bottle, aside from the proof, of course. Would I recommend this to a beginner? No, not in a million years. The aromas you get from it are delicious, but for $28, there's like a million better Kentucky bourbons that you can get for that price.
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare for one, $30.
If you're lucky.
You can get Buffalo Trace, Weller for like well under $25, $26. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was good, but like I said, it wouldn't be at the top of my list. That fizziness just completely kills the flavor for me. I'm gonna give this 2.6 bald eagles out of 5.
Okay, Alex, I would like to know your score.
So 2.8 bald eagles out of 5.
Oscar, give us a bald eagle score. I know you don't have any reference points, but
well, I think it just goes like anything that you would want to appreciate or show off with, or somehow say, your knowledge on something. I just really can't see you giving this to somebody and them being like, "Wow, great choice." You know what I mean? That would probably just be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it works." Well, I have no reference point, but I think I said it pretty well. It just sits right in the middle there, so I'm just gonna literally say 2.5 bald eagles out of 5, bringing the average score 2.63 bald eagles out of 5.
Hawk sound. Can't do it.
anyways,
That's a wrap. Oh,
So,
Should we close this out?
should we close this out? Let's take one final sip.
Cheers, everyone.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Guys, also drink responsibly and drink what you like.
And don't forget to comment your bottle recommendations because we take those pretty seriously.